Some of y'all may know me, some of y'all may not. My name is Eric Adams. I'm from Oakland, California. And I'm a graduating senior in African American Studies. I spent a lot of time... I see you, Mr. President. I spent a lot of time this week working on this program, which took 16 hours. I hope y'all like it. I took a lot of time trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about. And someone just said, talk about what you've learned here. Why have you been here? So I said, okay. And I think the thing that I've learned the most is that if you know your history, you know yourself. And that if you don't know your history, you do not know yourself. You need to meet them. As a queer person of color, as a queer African, I think I have been very privileged to be able to learn about my community inside of the classroom. The things that we are not told. How slavery starts on page 41 and ends on page 43 with Reconstruction. Which ends a paragraph later. I have learned about how our ancestors were taken in numbers so great that their ships almost could not hold us. That we were stacked on top of each other like Jenga blocks. That we were sometimes dumped, not fed, broken, beaten against palm trees. Have you ever seen palm trees in the Caribbean? They got stickles. It's real hard. It hurts. That we have been made to suffer horrendously because of what we look like. That's right. It hurts. But I think I've been very lucky because I've been able to learn about our people outside of the classroom. And I think that the lesson I have learned from that is community. Coming to UCLA, I learned what community was my first day in FSP when Berton Banks and Marcus McCray decided that they could kind of tell that I was in the closet and that they wanted to help me move into my dorm. Now, your boy was kind of broke, so I didn't have much, so it wasn't much help. But we took a long time to talk about the things that they had done on this campus, the things that they wish that they had been able to see, and they gave me the time to ask questions. And I think that that's so integral because so often in our education, so often as black people don't really ask us what we want. People don't really care. People expect us to get jobs. Most recently, I had a Facebook exchange with someone who expected me to be working at Starbucks after I graduated. Unfortunately for him, I'll be making $42,000 a year as your next shape director. No one asks us about the day we had. They just are upset with us when we don't smile and dance for them to entertain them. No one asks us about our families or if our families are still intact. But they expect us to be able to pay for this institution. They expect us to have the resources to consistently succeed in the face of horrendous adversity. And I think those expectations are quite honestly kind of messed up. I learned a lot about my anger when I came to UCLA. Some of y'all know I've been feeling some kind of way since 2010. And I think that coming to UCLA, I learned where that anger came from. Because for a long time, I had spent so much of my life being upset at myself for having been unlucky in the draw. That I was light-skinned but not light enough. That I didn't look like my two younger siblings who are much fairer. And in my eyes when I was younger, much more attractive, more beautiful, more intelligent, just better. I spent a lot of time hating myself for being gay. And I spent a lot of time trying to hide it when it was kind of obvious. And I spent a lot of time hating my family without giving them their context. Sometimes you just gotta cry. And that's really how I came to learn about my anger, because sometimes I just had to cry. And that's how I really learned what family meant, because family is not just the people who I was lucky enough to be born with or born to. My mom and my little sister sit right there, actually wave at them. Say hi.
Hey, that's me. Meow.
My family is not just the people who I share blood with, but the people who have chosen to stick beside me even after I choose them and have nothing to offer. The people like Berton, like Lawrence, like Devin, like Janae, like the graduates on the stage, our families are the people whom we choose to stay with and who choose to stay with us. And that is real community. I think that in learning about my anger and learning about my history, I've learned about love. Because it's really been love that brought me to this podium today. It's been love that got me through not being able to pay to be here, through thinking that I wasn't good enough, through telling myself that because I couldn't make friends as easily, or because I couldn't speak so well, or because I might be too dark or too fat, or not intelligent enough, or not quick to speak, that I wasn't able. But that's just simply not true. And I think that because of the chosen family that I have with me today, I have been able to overcome those things. And for all the kids in the audience, I want you to look at your parents and your people around you and really understand that all of these Africans in here are here for you. They're really here for you. Y'all can clap now. But lastly, I want us to remember that if we're going to really be a community, or we're really going to be a family, we need to be here for each other. So I know people don't like interactive activities, but this is one of them. I would like you to turn to your neighbor and ask them to hold their hand very quickly.
Yes, I'm sure. Hold thy neighbor.
Y'all good? Alright. And what I would like for you all to do with me is I would like you all to recite a chant by somebody that I truly am inspired by, Sister Asada Shakur, who is still a freedom fighter in Cuba today. She has a chant that goes as follows. What I would like is for you all to repeat it after me. And we'll do this twice, because you know, second time's the best. First time, y'all are just going to learn it, but the second time, we're going to raise each other's hands up to the ceiling. This campus is going to hear us. Alright? It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love each other and support each other.
We must love each other and support each other.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
Now raising each other's hands high to the sky, supporting each other to reach that unattainable.
Look at my brother somewhere.
Now, loud, black, and proud, it is our duty to fight